Howdy guys, welcome back to Hermitcraft. Last time we worked on the lava tube over there and a path through that lava tube. And today guys, we are going to talk about what we talked about at the end of the last episode, which is the area behind the lava tube. So, if we make our way down this path right here, we'll make our way eventually over to where we're going to put the volcanic wastelands, because I asked you guys at the end of the last episode what you thought would be the best thing to put back in this back section here behind this area we terraformed here and where we put the ender crystal. So you guys overwhelmingly, I think about 80% of you said volcanic wastelands, so that is what we're going to add in this section over here. If we can find a good lookout point, here we go. Yeah, so we're going to put some volcanic wastelands all along here, like this whole area you see here will all be volcanic wastelands up to about the point of the grass there, I think. And so the idea is that, let me just make my way over here. There we go. Idea is we're going to use, whoa, okay, this lasted way longer than I thought it would. So yeah, we're going to use obsidian and magma blocks. And so it's going to look kind of like this. And the goal is eventually to get this whole area looking sort of like the Craters of the Moon National Monument in Idaho. And here's a photo of that if you haven't seen it. Basically, it's just like ancient lava flows that are on the surface of the earth. So that's what we're going for right here. And the only difference is here we want to have some be still active. Like we want to have like lava pools occasionally in some of the lower sections. And we also want some active volcanoes, maybe some bubbling going on with stuff shooting out. And a lot of people also suggested geysers. So we might try and fit a geyser in here or there. But the only problem with that is that water is not mobile in Minecraft and that you can't really move water blocks very easily, especially not vertically, up and down. So that might be a bit of a problem, but we could do it with like fireworks or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we can come up with something. We might just have to do just like a basic geyser type thing though. But yeah, so it's going to take a huge amount of time to mine out all the obsidian necessary here. We're probably going to need many tens of thousands of blocks of obsidian, because we're basically making a mini biome here, essentially, is what we're doing. So it's going to take a while to mine this obsidian out. We're going to use magma blocks as well. I thought about using coal blocks, but because there's 9 coal in each of these coal blocks, it's not really plausible to use these in the build. So we'll have to, if we use those, we'll have to use those very sparingly. I did think about using maybe like diorite as like volcanic ash. That could be useful, so we might want to use some diorite. What else? Clay I thought about using, but it looks a little bit dull next to the obsidian. It does make a good sound, but yeah, I don't think we're going to use clay, unfortunately. And all these other blocks, I tried these. These didn't look great. The best one was the andesite, so we might maybe put a little bit of andesite down. But mostly it's just going to be obsidian and magma blocks, because honestly that looks the best. That is sort of what says to me this is a volcanic wasteland. So that is what we're going to use. Unfortunately, it's going to take a huge amount of time to mine obsidian, because obviously obsidian takes a lot of time to mine. So we're going to have to do this sort of in stages over a long period of time. So over the next few days and weeks, we will be working out here occasionally, especially during the live streams, to make this whole area into a volcanic wasteland. So thank you guys who voted for that. Today, guys, we're going to be coming over here, and we are going to be working on this section of the Redlands. So we're going to be working on the interiors of the buildings and also the pathway from the lava tube over here down to the river valley below here. And we'll also make one over this way. So we need to get some wood for that. So let me go down here and get some oak wood. We'll also get a bunch of stairs and things like that. So let me just go ahead and grab some stuff and I'll be back. Alright guys, welcome back. And as you can see here, we have a new path in the Redlands. It goes from the riverbank down here up to the lava tube and also down to where the squid ladder is. Let's just head on down and take a look. So we make our way over here. You can see the path right there. Just go over here to the start of it. So it just comes up here, turns to the left, turns to the right, sort of following the mesa cliff wall there. And then, yeah, hooks up to the lava tube. I've noticed with this lava tube there is rendering issues with magma blocks. I'm not exactly sure why, but yeah, there is definitely rendering issues. Yeah, which you can see right there, actually. Yeah, that's very, very weird. But anyway, yeah, it leads right here to the path, hooks up here, and of course that goes back to the path and stuff. We're going to make the volcanic wastelands later. So yeah, the path comes over here, and then it goes down right here underneath the tree. And then we got some fish food here, because of course this leads to our fish ladder. You can see some fish coming down right there. There's some fish right there. I think there's some raw salmon. Yeah, there's salmon right there. And there's just normal fish coming down this ladder, as well as maybe a couple of clownfish thrown in there. But yeah, good to see the fish ladder still up and working. Fish still using it as it goes down here. So the idea is you throw the fish food in there, and the fish come and eat the food. Yeah, you get it. You get it, right? Yeah. Yeah, so we got that, and I think that's pretty much it for this little path here. I really like the way this thing looks, from a distance especially. The only thing I'm not sure about is the bottom portion. The bottom portion here, it seems like we might need to do something with this, because there's a lot of empty space right here underneath of the path. So maybe we do something there. I'm not exactly sure what. Maybe we add some obsidian or something there. Expand out the lava tube maybe. But we'll see. We'll see. Otherwise, though, I think it looks good. I really like this section and the front section as well. So, guys, yeah, that is what we have done there in the Redlands. And now, next thing we got to do is we got to get the interiors of all these Redlands buildings complete. Alright, so this first house here we're going to make into a multi-family house. So, yeah, a bunch of people living in one sort of block here. It's almost like a apartment building for the Redlands, essentially. So, yeah, we'll probably have, a bunch of beds in each room here. We definitely want to make sure we have, some different blocks down like this. We'll have some chiseled down, and we want to make sure the walls are all pretty consistent. And, yeah, make sure there's no issues with that. So, we'll just do something like that or so. There we go. Yeah, so that's good. I have to do the same thing on the upper floors, too. Make sure that the floors and the wall are all red sandstone. And then on the inside here, of course, we're going to have a bunch of beds. We'll have some furnaces. We'll have some chests, etc. And then the same thing up here. We have to make sure all this is good. And in this top level, we might make it go to our inside of our base there. Because this is actually, right here is actually a 3x3 door. So we might actually make like a little bit of a staircase up and around. Maybe not today, but in the future. That... yeah, basically hooks up this Redlands area with our base so we can get up there without having to, ender pearl or something. But, yeah, for now I'm going to go ahead and decorate the inside of this house first, and I'll be back. Alright, so we have the interior of the first house complete. Let me show you what we got. And I'm just now recognizing we also have to replace this stuff, this orange clay, with red sand. I think that would be a good thing to do. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on in here. So we'll go down to the first story here, and you see I've decorated quite a bit in here. So, yeah, we have a nice little seating area here. I also wanted, I think, to put down, something with, like a bowl right there. Yeah, perfect. So we have, a seating area here, and the idea is that this would be where most of the Pueblo peoples would eat. So you have, a bunch of furnaces here to cook stuff up. You have, a meal prep area here of some type. This is just upside-down pistons, by the way. We got cobwebs, we got paintings. Yeah, you guys can see what's going on here. And then next story is actually where the bedrooms start. So we have beds made out of some wheat, not wheat, hay bales rather, with some carpet on top. So those are the beds basically. And then we got items that they would collect. So say they collected gunpowder, stone, and bowls and stuff like that. We have some storage up here. And then we have just an area to hang out and lay down, like a carpeted area over here. As well as a little bit of a table thing over here. Up to the next story, we have some more beds. So we got just, basic bed right here, and then another hay bed right there, with some paintings and some decorations. And, some bookshelves and stuff, some crafting tables too. So that is the inside of the first building here. So this is like a multi-family house, so multiple people would stay in there. Next building we have is going to be the main city hall meeting center type building right here. And for this one, I think what we're going to do is we're going to, I think we're going to go ahead and just make a little bit of a, round table thing here with maybe some drums in the center. I think that would be kind of interesting. And then we also, I think, want to connect up this building with this house over here. via an underground tunnel. I think we actually already started a little bit of this. But yeah, I think we want to connect up these. So yeah, we'll just put like a little tunnel down here. Let me see, where's my pick? Right here. Yep. So we'll put a little tunnel from this house to the city hall area over there. Let's see. This is the way out. Getting a little confused here because there's multiple exit points. But yeah, over here we're gonna go ahead and make like a little bit of a round table thing with some drums in the center, and then we'll have the house hooked up. Let's say like right here. All right, guys. So we got this other building done now, the city center / meeting area, I guess. So this is basically meant to be where tribal leaders came and, conducted business. We got some drums down in the center here. So presumably, they play some music or something in here as well as conduct, business meetings in here about Redlands area stuffs. And we got, meeting notes over here. We got, some chests, some anvils, some trapdoors, and we have the flags of all the different regions of the Redlands. So we got the Redlands Central District, the Redlands Business District, which are basically the same thing. We have Upper Redlands and Lower Redlands banners as well. So, yeah, there we go. So this is like sort of where the tribal elders meet to discuss, current events in the Redlands and stuff. And we also have this little exit in case, the village is attacked or whatever. They can escape out this way through this house, which you also just saw that. And then I'm going to have another one that goes to the Kiva, which we are actually going to put down here. So that's going to lead to the Kiva once we build it over here. So we're going to put a big Kiva here with a bunch of supplies in it, like a bunch of hay bales and carrots and beetroot and stuff like that, a bunch of crops. The bazaar here is already complete, so this is supposed to be like the marketplace bazaar, essentially. But this is already all done. You guys saw this a long time ago, but this is all fully furnished and complete. There's meant to be like little market stalls and then like a little area to hang out up here. And then the next building we have to go to, the next two buildings, are this building here, which is going to be another residential building, similar to the first building we did the interior on. And then we have the priest house, the high priest's house, which I think I'm going to use as like an enchanter's house type thing. So we'll put like enchantment tables and bookshelves in here. So that's what this house looks like on the inside right now. Kind of a different color scheme, but yeah, it should still be pretty interesting to build this. And then of course here's this house. We have a little bit of a door outside here as well. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this bottom section like a farmer's hut type thing. And I'm also going to probably extend this back just a little bit. And I think I might put like a little bit of a mini farm in here and try and make it so that, the focus is on animals and growing crops for whoever lives here. And then up here, we have another little area up here. I think I'll make this like an artisan's area or like an artist area. So that would be sort of like a specialization of the labor in the Redlands. So yeah, we got to finish up this house and the priest house. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we now have this building complete and this building complete. You see a little sneak preview through the half slab here, which is kind of awesome. But let's go ahead and get on inside, show you what we got. So, as I said we were going to do, we put the farmer down here. So you see he's got, his living quarters over here. Don't eat the poisonous potato. He's got some paintings, got some tables, got a carpet. He's got some food in here, some food in here that he grows over here. And so yeah, this is basically where the farmer is experimenting with some foods. You see they've already developed the technology to plant in rows, which makes the crops grow more efficiently. He also has a light source. He knows he needs that, so he has that coming down from the ceiling. And over here he's testing out if sugarcane grows faster on sand compared to red sand, which there actually is no difference. Here's doing some mushroom testing on some mushroom growth. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, we got a little cauldron back here, and of course we got a leash leading out to where he keeps the animals, the pigs and the chickens, right out here. So that is the farmer's area right here. Up top here we have the artisan's area. So we have a shaping bowl, a carving bowl, we got some basic clay blocks, and yeah, the artisan actually makes pottery, makes the flower pots here. So yeah, that's what we got up here. Of course, we got the bed here, a little cobweb, it's a little dusty in here. We got more clay in here, more flint, more raw materials and stuff. But that is the the artisan's residence right up there. Come back down here. We're gonna go into the enchanter's house. This is the enchanter's house right here. The idea with this is that the enchanter is just obsessed with enchanting. So we got 4 enchantment tables. We got 2 anvils down here. I had to put some glowstone underneath these anvils for some lighting, because this lighting doesn't come through, because it's, yeah, half slab right there. So this is the bottom part of the enchanter's house, or the high priest house. And then up here, we got some lapis, we got another enchantment table, we got a bed, we got a cursed pick. This is actually, this actually is a cursed pick. This has Curse of Vanishing, Silk Touch, Efficiency 3, Unbreaking 3 on it. Very nice. We also have a shulker box with some enchanted books in here. There's some pretty decent books in here, actually. But yeah, I had this in my storage system just sitting there, so I decided to bring it over here. I think it would make sense the High Priest, if he's obsessed with enchanting, would have it in his possession. We also have a ender chest, another anvil, and yeah, you see the rest of this stuff. So yeah, that is those 2 buildings complete now, and we're now set to move on to the final set of buildings over here. Now, these buildings are much smaller on the inside as compared to this building and this building. Let me just run in here and show you. We also have these pits out here. I think I'm going to put, like, hay bales in there, because these were, like, back in ancient times, they used to store pits like this. They stored, like, food and grain and stuff in there. So I think I'll do that. And then we'll also just make basic residences in here. So these are very, very small. Like, this is just a little 3x3, essentially, right here. I think the other one is a little bit bigger, but not by much. There's also another pit right there. There's just one down here. And I was going to make these into like a gift shop for the dam, but I don't think I'm going to do that now, because I asked you guys about that last time and people did not like it. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to make this into like a basic residence for the lower Redlands area. So I'm going to go ahead and do these buildings here, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so we got these 2 buildings done here, and yeah, we also got the pits done, so we just put some hay bales down here. We got some food in this this chest here, and same thing over in this pit. We got some food in this chest, and some hay bales and stuff down there. Let's just go ahead and take a look at these buildings. Let's take a look at this one first, the smaller one. So they're very small, so I couldn't really fit a whole lot in here, but what I did fit in, I think it looks okay. So we have a bed, we got furnaces, we got what's supposed to be like a shelf here, bookshelf, and flower pot. And then here we have just storage. There's like no space up here, essentially. And then a crafting table back there. So that is this house right here. Next house, we got a little bit more detail in it, because it's a little bit bigger. And here we went again with the red floor, because this is the Redlands after all. We got a piston, we got a chair, crafting, or not a crafting table, a chest right here. We also have some beds in here, furnaces, yeah, another crafting table and a painting, and then up here, I went with some drums. This is like where they store the drums they use in the city hall over there that you guys saw previously. And then we have more drums in here, along with some paintings and stuff. So that is the entirety of the buildings here. And now, I think we just have one more Redlands building to go to make the interior for. So all the Redlands buildings you can see right here, these are all done. And that tower is also done. And also, these little huts, these all have interiors to them with stuff in it and things like that. Same thing with this down here, I think. We have an interior in this one. I'm just going to double check to make sure. Yep, we got one in here. Farmer's never-ending carrot supply. So every time you open this, there's a new carrot that comes up. Very good, very good. So yeah, that works. Let's see. So now I think the only building we have left to go is this tower right here. I'm fairly certain. Let's just go ahead and... Can I ender pearl in there? Nope, too low. Let's see here. Yeah, right here. Ta-da! All right, sweet. Yeah, cool. So yeah, we have to get this one done because... yeah, this is hooking up with Scar's area here, it looks like. And Scar's area is looking quite nice, I do say. Though it needs a little bit of work close to this tower, I think. But, yeah, it's looking pretty good overall. Let's just get on up here. And, yeah, we need to put some stuff in the interiors here. And then also up here, I think. Yeah, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we got the tower done now. Let me just go ahead and take a look and show you what that has inside of it. And I think it looks pretty good. We decorated as sort of a watchtower, like we did the other tower a long time ago. Whoops. So over here, if we get on over here, you see we got, yeah, it's just some watchtower chairs right here. So, you know, you sit out here, look over the Redlands, make sure everything is cool. Make sure Scar's not up to any funny business over here. Let's see, we can go upward. Let's go ahead and go on up. The next one, you know, have you seen this man? If you see him, shoot him on sight. Just the standard stuff, you know. We got ammunition against invaders. We got a bow here, table, anvil, another chair right there. Let's see if we go up here again. Then we have, you know, chest, ender chests. We have bed up here at the top level. So if we land like on this tower, for instance, and come down in, we can instantly sleep. And yeah, this has some pretty good vantage points here of the dam. You can look right over the dam. Looks like it's raining out there, actually. Nice. You see the new path we made just a few moments ago. And let's see, what else? Right, yes, I do wanted to... So, in the Redlands, I will say, I've been trying to intentionally not use too much redstone, because it's supposed to be, you know, an authentic Pueblo village, which didn't have, you know, electricity or engineering. But, once again, while building this watchtower, we came across this old bug. So if you guys remember this old bug, so basically tripwires and trapdoors. If I were to break this is gonna open up this trapdoor for some reason. But the more interesting part is this. So you can see here there's no string between this tripwire and when I'm gonna put this tripwire down right here. There's nothing in between them. But this tripwire door, or this trapdoor, will still open. Check this out. You heard it there, and now it's open. So that was sort of borderline useful when we first discovered it back in 1.9. But now we have observer blocks. So I'm wondering if I think the observer block can detect the state of trapdoors. So if so, then we have a new way to essentially have wireless redstone. So let me just go over here. I want to test this out. I'm pretty certain this will work. I'm like 95% certain this will work. But I've set up in my my storage area here. We got the same sort of setup except a lot further away. So if I go ahead and break this, and then you see that trapdoor is closed right there. It should open if I place down this tripwire. So let's just see. It's closed now, and it's open. Yep. That's awesome. Wow, that's really useful. So this is probably what, 25 blocks or so. I'm pretty certain this could go out to 40 blocks, but I'm wondering if it could go even further. Let me see if we can also. Let's get out a observer block to make sure this can observe this. I think our redstone 2 will have an observer block in it. Let's just take a look. Redstone observer block. Yep. Okay, we just need one of those, and let's get a sticky piston. Well, let's just get a regular piston, actually. And we'll have it push like a dirt block or something. So, let's put this... Let's see, we'll just tower up here. This is going to be a little experiment here. Just to see... Well, not that way. Not that way. That way. There we go. So yeah, it does detect the opening and closing of the trapdoor. Interesting. And then, if we put this here, and we'll put the dirt right there, or whatever else, really. We could put anything right there. It doesn't have to be, you know, a piston or whatever. But let's just check it and see if it works the first time. Nice. Okay. So, let's try this thing out. So, all we gotta do is just break this, right? And then we'll place this down, and then if this is wireless redstone, the dirt block will move out that way. Yep. Nice. That's cool. That's really useful, actually. This would be really useful for activating hidden doors, for sure. Wow, that's that's awesome. And of course, there's no, you know, string or anything here connecting these tripwires, which is fantastic. That is amazing. I'm gonna have to do some more testing with that in the future. But oops, a little bit of lag there. There we go. Yep. So let me just take this stuff down because I don't want this to be uglying up our base here, and we'll take this down as well. But that is it, guys. That is the Redlands area done, and also a very interesting redstone quirk found, which is awesome. And that's something I don't think we could do before. Maybe we could do it before with a block update detector, but that's amazing. I like that. I like that a lot. Right, so yeah, the Redlands is now pretty much complete. There will be some other things I want to do, like I'll just show you down here. This, if I can get on down here. So this alleyway back here, I want to make into a proper alleyway. So I want to probably have, you know, some other houses on this side back here. I'll have to see what Scar has built back here, but I want to make this thing better here as well. This ladder up here. So we'll have to do that in the near future. And also make it a path down here instead of just dirt. See, right now I just put dirt down here, but it's slowly going to grow to all grass, and then we can make it a path through here. So that'll be nice to make it like a little alleyway back there. And the other thing I want to do this episode, guys, besides clean all this stuff up down here, all these shulker boxes I brought down here, and all these mess of a chests that I've made, I want to go ahead and we're going to grab, let's see, do I have, I need my fireworks chest, so I'm going to go and grab it in here. And we're going to find a spot to make Cubs Quest number 3, because recently I reopened Cubs Quest 2 after changing some of the questions on the question part of Cubs Quest number 2. But we're going to be starting Cubs Quest number 3 very soon. So we're going to go and find a jungle biome, and we're going to see where we're going to put Cubs Quest number 3. Alright guys, so I got a bunch more fireworks now, and of course we have our ender chest with us, so if we need more fireworks, we have the whole fireworks box here, which has bunches of fireworks stacks. So, let's grab our ender chest, and we're going to head out. I think it's in the south, or no, the northeast direction? Northwest direction. Yeah, the same direction that we have Cubs Quest 2 in. But this time we have to go much, much further out. I think we have to go to like minus 6,800, minus 1,700 is where I think the jungle is. So we got a long ways to go. We got several thousand blocks to go. Luckily I have a full elytra, more or less. And we should fly over Cubs Quest number 2 in a matter of seconds. But I'm hoping, I know that Isuma and Iskal and those guys, for some reason here's Cubs Quest number 2 right through that tunnel. For those of you guys who remember that. But for some reason they burnt down the jungle a long time ago. So we might have to search a little bit more for another jungle if the jungle that they burned down is too badly damaged and can't work for what we want it to work for. But basically we're going to try to find a jungle temple from above. So I'll be back once we get to the jungle temple, unless I see something else interesting here. But yeah, I will fly on for a little ways, and we'll see if we can find that jungle. Yep, so here is where Suma and Iskal burned down the jungle. Yeah, it looks like they did a pretty big area, actually. So we're looking for a jungle temple, and I'm not seeing one right now. I see some melons down there. Jungle temple. Jungle temple. We want it to be surrounded by jungle for the most part. Let's check over here. Oh, yep, looks like it. Yeah, alright, sweet. So this is one potential option right here. Let's see, what are the coordinates for this? Minus 6,800, minus 1,700. Alright. Let's go ahead and go on in and see if anybody's been in here yet. It's possible they might not have been. Let's also get out some torches, just because there potentially could be like creepers and stuff down here. Sweet. Let's see if we can solve this thing. There is like a generic way to solve this. I think it's like that or something, maybe? Close to it. We can also just break in. So that's a whole nother option that we have. So we'll just do that. No, they haven't. Alright, sweet. Free loot. Awesome. Digging it, digging it. Okay, let me just get back up here. Get back out here. There we go. Let's also actually put down some torches so that we don't get bombarded here. Especially when night comes. There we go. So this is one potential temple we got here. I'm just going to go ahead and, if I had shears I would just break this, but I'm just going to do that because it's pretty easy to get through this. There should be another one right there. So, yep, nice. Alright, and put that down there. Get those arrows out, and nothing of interest really, but yeah, this is the jungle temple, so we might go ahead and just use this and basically redo the wiring for this combination lock type thing here, except make people have to do it. And then we'd make Cub's Quest number 3 underneath this. I'm going to check around the area. There might be other... Let's see. Let's go... Just go straight up here again if I can. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Nice. Yeah, let's see if there's any other jungle temples around here. This looks like a fairly large jungle, so I'm guessing there probably are. But just in case, I want to see if there's any other jungle temples around that would be potentially better than the one we just found. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I searched a little bit longer, and we found a more completely in the jungle temple. And this one also does not have any space beneath it, so I think we're going to use this one instead. This one is actually fairly close to the portal area, but it actually has solid blocks beneath it. So if I go ahead and head on down here, and actually I think I've already solved this, so we don't really need to solve it again. Yeah, right here if we dig down, yeah, you can see there's solid ground underneath of it, whereas the other temple had some stuff underneath of it, which means it probably won't work for our purposes. But this is where we're going to put Cub's Quest number 3, and I'll just show you where it's at in relation to the burned out area, where we're probably going to have the player come through the portal. Let's just get away from this zombie here. So, we come over here. Whoops. Well, I thought we thought that would work, but yeah. Just have to recover a little bit here. So it's just basically like a few hundred blocks away, and it's actually like right down this river. So we could have the player, you know, come down this river like this from this portal to sort of, you know, quote-unquote discover the portal. So you just come back this way, follow this river down here, and then it sort of opens up after a little bit, yeah, into this lake, and then the lake ends where the temple is. So that's where we're going to put Cub's Quest number 3 in the ground underneath there. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of really cool puzzles we're going to put in this one. It'll be similar in nature to the first one, but yeah, not quite the same. Obviously different puzzles and different challenges using the new 1.11.2 mechanics. So yeah, we will start work on that in some of the future episodes. But for now, guys, I'm going to say thank you guys very much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.